What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today's video, to red dot or not to red dot for new shooters.
New shooters.
Well, you're semi-new still, right?
Yeah,
so
semi-new.
This is Christian's pistol.
Boom.
A Canik Mete.
No, it's meat.
Mete.
Mete.
Right?
Yeah,
that
you're right.
Joke is dead.
It is
And
dead.
then this is the one that I keep in the shop with the EPS carry using a calculated kinetics mounting plate. I am a firm believer that red dot should be on guns from start. I think there's a lot of benefit in regards to lethality at distance. Also, having the dot tell you what you're doing wrong when you disturb those sights and break that shot. There's some benefits all the way around. Nothing wrong having an iron sights gun. This is an additional cost when you start your journey in concealed carry or a range gun, whatever. But there are a lot of benefits to red dot. Christian's gun.
Yeah, why are we running on the Mete today?
Because that's the gun you have and then you shoot quite a bit on.
You're right.
Right?
I have about 1,000 rounds on it.
Probably, yeah, give or take. So my goal was to share with you guys at home a gun that Christian already knows, trigger already knows. He shoots his gun well for irons. It's got the plain 3-dot white sights on it still. Nothing's done to this gun other than having the red dot mounted to it. So we're gonna shoot together. I'll shoot this gun, and it is zeroed for all you guys at home. And then we'll shoot Christian's gun and we're gonna have him flip-flop and see if he sees any additional advantage of the red dot versus the iron sights. Ready to shoot these?
Dude, yeah, let's do
All
it.
right, let's do it.
You know who we see a lot on range out here at the Farm Training Center?
Who's that?
We see Mike Pannone. You know what Mike Pannone said that he runs?
What's that?
He runs the Mete.
Really?
He runs a Canik every once in a while. He was telling me about, there's a dot that he runs on it that's a $150 red dot. So maybe after this video, I might just go lay down the big cash and get a Turkish red dot from Mike Pannone. If he runs it, I could run it too, man.
You do you.
Well, what drills are we running?
Since you haven't shot today, a little warm up for you.
A little warm up.
This will be just your one magazine, right? You got 15 rounds in your mag.
15
right?
or 18?
Whichever one you have.
Depends on the magazine.
Right? This will be slow fire, right? This one we're gonna be bill drill, right? So, because we're gonna use center target. This one we'll do some controlled pairs, right? This one you're gonna save.
Okay.
Because you're gonna shoot these two, this target,
okay,
on both targets.
Both targets.
All right, I'll explain when we get
We'll
there.
explain later.
Okay.
Sweet.
All right, so first up.
Which gun am I shooting first, Jeff? The irons or the red dot?
Why don't you start your irons gun?
Irons, okay.
You shoot what you're used to.
Cool, let's do it.
First target, you can shoot the whole mag as a warm up or shoot whatever.
Okay, well, what should we do? Should we do 10? Let's make sure the numbers are the same so that we're not.
Okay, why don't you shoot 10 rounds.
10
Go,
rounds.
fix the start real fast, hang on. We should give something away today for people who watch this video. What do you think?
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt, man.
You know, what do you think we should? You know, I think I got something to give away. Hang on.
You want to do the giveaway now or should we make them wait a little? Let's give it away. What's the AMP stand for, man?
Abdominal medical pouch.
Medical pouch. What would someone use that thing for?
You could put your first aid kit in here.
First aid kit?
And what I might do actually is I'm gonna actually go buy a North American IFAC. I'm gonna put the IFAC in here.
Okay.
And whoever likes, subscribes, most importantly, so we can prove they're a subscriber, right?
You can verify that.
And comments on the video, we're gonna pick a winner in the next video, and we'll give someone a AMP med kit with a IFAC with the guts, basic stuff in there, right?
Yeah.
So we'll put that together and we'll pick one lucky winner from this video who subscribes, comments, likes, all the good stuff, and you guys will win a AMP medical pouch, and I will give that winner the one-off custom patch to show it's an IFAC. What do you think? And you guys can pick your color too.
Yeah,
So
that'd be cool. And
right.
you know what? You know what you should comment? Comment your favorite flavor of cookie that you would carry in your amp.
they can carry treats for you millennials.
Well, I'm more of a Nutter Butter guy, but I think you'd be like a Chips Ahoy.
You probably like the nut a lot, so.
And you like the chunky. That was offensive.
I'm just saying.
Let's shoot some guns.
All right.
Ten rounds. It's the sun, man. It goes.
You should be okay.
I'll be all right. I was just saying, it's the first thing I noticed when I picked up this Holosun. I'd have to aim a little high for this distance, right? I think I found the holes.
And I want you to stop for a second, all right?
Yeah.
So you're looking for the dot through the dot to the target.
Okay.
Right? You need to look at the target.
No, I know.
Find a focal point on the target. Bring the dot to the gun.
I was target focused.
Okay. All right.
I'm shooting faster than the other pair. I lost it big time. I stopped counting too, so I went over.
All right.
We'll call that more than 10.
So this is a solid, super solid group. Very well done for iron sights.
Yeah, I wasn't mad at that at all.
No. When you look at this target, where do you put your front sight?
Dude, it's more instinctive than anything. Like I wasn't really able to pay attention to that detail.
So do you think your brain is looking the holes you're making in the target?
I can't see the holes from that far.
Okay, so
like I wasn't chasing a group or anything. I was just centering up on that. And
okay, so your front sight was on the center of the X.
To the best of my knowledge.
Okay.
This might be trigger pull that's pulling right a little bit, but
Okay.
I don't know. I thought it was pretty good.
Trigger is if you're pulling a right, because maybe you had not enough finger on the trigger and just the pads on the trigger, or your support hand got too much and you're pushing the gun to the right. Okay.
Yeah.
So you could try shooting this again, putting more finger in the trigger to where that bony part of your index finger right here is pressing the trigger.
I got you.
Right?
That's probably
that'll help.
about where I'm
You can
at.
try that and see if that centers up. So red dot.
I think this is also a vision thing too, just because like I said, I can't see the hits, but that also tightened up my group because I'm not chasing hits.
So in your brain, what are you looking at when you shoot this target?
I mean, I'm looking at the front sight.
Okay, no, on here though, what are you looking at?
I feel like the front sight covers up the whole thing.
Okay, that's fair. At distance, as wide as that's very fair. Okay, so your focal point is
just centering up on that guy.
Definitely.
One of these Canik sights have like, I know there's supposed to be light between the posts, but I feel like these Canik sights have a lot of extra space.
They're wide. They're very wide. So, but I mean, considering it's pretty impressive, you know. So not bad. What do you see benefit of red dot?
There was definitely speed.
Okay.
Speed was faster, which is why it got wider.
Okay.
If I trained more, I would definitely probably see a bigger benefit. Right now, I think the group on the other one's good. How many do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 or 3.
All right.
That's probably 15, and the spread's a little bigger. Okay. I'll tell you, I'm not always target focused, but when I first brought that up, like just naturally today, it was target focused. On that first point in, was target focus, which usually I have to still train myself to do that a little bit.
So in your estimation, all right, you look at these two targets, right, if I can get this in there, and you look at this iron sight target, you feel is a better quality target than the other target, correct? All right, so red dot, right? So you felt this group is not as good as the other one, right?
No, not really. I mean, this has 5 or 6 more rounds and at a faster cadence, so that could be what it's from. I also have no time on a red dot, like very, very little, less than 100 rounds. So I was instinctively target focused for this whole thing. I was a little more confident with each shot that I was taking, just because you know where it's gonna go, but I still had a wider group.
Out of the two targets, this is the better one.
You do?
Yep.
You think so?
This has the same, look at it in defensive capacity, right? A concealed carry kind of thing. This right here, at the cadence you did, that's roughly a 6-inch circle.
Yeah.
That is on anybody's center mass, high thoracic. This is solid work out of red dot gun because you were able to shoot the same effective rounds at a faster cadence because of the dot.
Yeah.
Right? You are tighter with the irons, but you're slower with the irons.
Yeah.
Right? So when you look at those two targets, this is the better of the two in a concealed carry capacity. For score or points, target one is better. Okay. But this is still pretty damn good.
Sweet, man.
Right? So, yeah, well done. All right, let's knock it out again in the next one.
What's the next drill?
Next one, I'm going to be bill drill, but we're going to move it up a little closer.
I've never done a bill drill.
You have, right. 6 rounds.
Yeah.
Before we get to the next drill, let me tell you a little bit about what we do here at RDR Gear. We're a soft goods manufacturer, specialized in plate carriers, placards, chest rigs, amp, med kits, and all things canine. You can find all those products at our website at rdrgear.com. So what corny comment did you tell people to say about entering to win the amp med kit?
I told them to say which cookies they liked in the comments below. Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah.
Yeah, favorite flavor of cookie in the comment below.
Flavor of favorite cookie.
Favorite flavor of cookie.
Okay.
It's a tongue twister, man.
Okay. I'm just want to make sure that people know at home what to say and what to post to win the amp med kit.
Yeah, they can't comment about no vanilla zingers. It's got to be Chips Ahoy, not a butter.
Anyway, how about you just shoot the guns?
Which one? Do this.
Irons? Now, do you understand the course of fire, sir?
It's a bill drill.
All right. So load 6 rounds into your pistol.
1, 2.
6 rounds. Bill drill.
Like just fast cadence?
6 rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Where do I start?
And then second target down.
Well, do I go like high, ready, low, ready?
You choose whatever you wish. All you're going to do, you can simulate a fire draw if you want.
But I don't know that it was trigger freeze. I think it was me trying to get my sight back, but...
Is it good?
That's a big spread,
It was like a 2, then a 4, then a 1. I mean, it was close.
Hey, calm down. That's a big spread.
Did you actually shoot 6?
Yeah.
So let's give you a second redo on that one. Load 6 more. We got bullets. You need ammo?
Yeah, we need ammo. Dang, Jeff did not like my performance on that one. And I'm a little camera shy for this one. Maybe. I don't know.
Shoot the damn gun.
Calm down. All right.
Everybody was new once.
I know. I had trigger freeze again.
Huh?
And
cadence was better?
A low group.
Okay.
Boom. The trigger freeze, yeah. I don't know.
This is practice.
This is practice.
Bill drills or something also. Bill drills on paper are much harder than bill drills on steel. Yeah. Everybody does bill drills on steel, but it just makes a bunch of noise.
Right.
But you go grab a piece of steel, it sounds cool as shit. Mm-hmm. On paper, they are much harder.
Yeah.
But I'll explain something to you when we go up this target. It'll kind of make sense, all right?
You're really trying to make a strong argument for my huge spread, aren't you?
So it's good for you to see the benefits of 2 different styles of shooting, right? Mm-hmm. Bill drills, often you see dudes bringing bill drills out and they're on steel. Mm-hmm. It's cool, it's fast, it shows how fast the gun cycles, et cetera, yada, yada, right?
Yeah, of course.
Very few times do dudes do bill drills on paper because this is what you see on a piece of steel. You can see the hits.
Might be discouraging for a beginner.
Yeah. So look at it again as this is your one handgun you own, right? So if you had to use it as you go on a road trip with Kaylee, at the house, whatever, right? Yeah. This target here, that was a pretty good cadence, right? If you look at the spread of the group, 9 by 9, okay? 9 by 9.
I don't think the width was 9. Oh, just for the target.
Yeah.
But in terms of spread, it's probably
what
closer
I'm
to
pointing
5.
is high thoracic, center mass.
Yeah.
Right? A zone on a human. Right? You know A zone.
Yeah.
So this gives you, so when you get doubting on yourself as a new shooter, running irons or red dot, whatever, don't look so much, because if you make this tiny little hole right here, what this says, you can go faster.
Okay.
That's what that says, right? So again, this is not bad at all. Go at the pace where you can keep them in the black and then ramp that from there.
Ramp that up.
Right.
I got you.
Cool.
And you got to hit a wall. Every NASCAR driver's got to hit the wall. You know,
what do
you go so fast to the point that you lose traction and you get an accident. You gotta hit the wall. This is my wall, man.
You don't even watch NASCAR. What the fuck? What are you saying?
I don't watch NASCAR.
No shit.
It's a fucking expression. So this was way more me needing to work shooting to reset than it was anything to do with an optic.
No, because reset.
Well, my cadence is really bad. Like I get trigger freeze. I don't know where that reset is. I'm kind of just trigger mashing to get that cadence up.
Smash that trigger all the way to the rear, all the way through.
Yeah,
right?
I got you.
Yeah.
So in a perfect world, we'd have a huge sample size back and forth because I feel like that's enough warm up to make this next target better. So the red dot's gonna look way better. But it'll be cool. I need to do like a whole day of this and figure out trigger a little better.
Yeah. All right.
Let's run it.
You have a Band-Aid?
A Band-Aid?
Yeah, I cut my finger.
Men don't use Band-Aids, man.
Don't worry, I got my own.
Oh yeah? You were committed to this bit. He cut his finger on purpose in order to plug his product.
No, I cut it last night wrapping holsters.
Oh, okay. And now you're just putting a Band-Aid on?
Well, I had one on there and I super glued it and the super glue split, so.
It's not much better than the other one.
It's just practice. It's something you don't do.
Yeah?
You're trying to catch the reset on the trigger versus going all the way out, all the way in, all the way, all the way in. Right? Reset to recoil. Right? You try to catch that trigger.
Yeah,
right?
It goes up and down. I lose the dots too. Like there's a huge vertical. Like I need to figure out a little bit better to keep everything in. Like come back a little bit and see if I can help with that vertical recoil a little. That was the best group. I know that without looking at it, but I definitely froze twice. But I felt good. That early cadence in the first half of that felt the best so far. I just got trigger freeze twice, so.
Your stance, this like high noon, you're gonna like old Western draw thing, is that something that how did you come around this?
What?
Like your stance is shoulder width. So what's happening when you watch yourself in side profile, there's this, you have to fix your core and your quads to help you from recoil. So if you would switch the stance up a little bit, it'll help you control that gun in your arms, not so much moving your upper body.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably a good point.
Because you are very square, very howdy. You know, what's the character from Toy Story?
Toy Story. I don't know. I was picturing Looney Tunes. Go on.
Anyway, it's like he's the cowboy on Toy Story.
Oh, Woody.
Woody, yeah. You're very Woody.
You got Woody on your mind. I can't ever see myself in the screen, so then I do that, but then can you see me on the screen?
Yes.
Am I in it all the way?
Yep, all the way in it.
All right, 10 rounds.
That's what she said. Are you all the way in it?
She doesn't have to ask me that. I think the hardest part of my day today is counting rounds. I get to 6 and then my mind's like, what am I gonna have for dinner tonight? And I've just completely stopped counting.
Yeah, but you're like shooting free ammo, so it's like you don't give a shit.
I don't give a shit. I'll shoot extra. I loaded this with 12 instead of 10, just for this shit.
Great cadence, great pairs. Wrong target.
What do you mean wrong target?
You're shooting the two off the paper. Oh, excuse me. One was damn near barely in the black. The one is way above it in the white.
Yeah, I know. I knew the spread was bad.
So
I got the trigger finally.
Now just slow that down a little bit to get your hits.
Okay, let's do it. I don't know where that second one went. All right, I need to wait a little longer. Slow it down. That last one was the best. I felt it, like, the sight came down. It just dropped right where it was supposed to go on that last one.
Good cadence. The first one was a wicked fast. Sounds great. Good for the grams.
Right. I mean, there's just multiple things that I'm working on. It's the trigger, the trigger pull, the cadence, the reset. There's a lot going on. So each time, there's not like a consistency. You know, each time is a new world, a new go. And sometimes I do one thing right and another thing right. And there's just gotta find the balance of getting all the things right. Now,
this being said, this target, cadence, trigger, recoil, put some good rounds on.
I'd like to pretend that that's from the same rounds, but the same go.
You never know. A camera might tell us. You can see it, slow it down, and kind of see the impacts.
Yeah.
But outside of that and this, that's one of your better ones today.
Yeah, I'd say so.
So if you ran this again, like 2 more times, all this would come in play.
Yeah, of course.
You know?
Yeah.
So.
Cool Ranch is a lot better than nacho cheese.
No.
Yes.
It's the original flavor. It didn't start with Cool Ranch. It started with Doritos, nacho cheese.
Yeah, you know what? And they saw that there was room for improvement, and they continued with their product development, and they came out with a way better flavor chip. Totally losing my dot. So on the other one, I'm just kind of going for cadence. On this one, I'm getting a full absolute sight picture before I'm taking the second shot. So the cadence is slowing down, the group's tightening up.
Yes.
But it's completely different demonstrations from that target to this target. But I will say this is the best drill, the best argument for a red dot versus irons out of everything today.
Because you're tracking where the dot is.
Yeah.
The dot's telling you where the rounds are going.
Well, and this might have been better to do doubles and then a bill drill for a new shooter to kind of work their way up to a longer string of fire. In terms of practicing, I might have done better on the bill drill if I did it after this. But I got 2 more rounds. I mean, the dot just goes up and out, and then when it comes back down, it passes center down to the left a little bit, and then it hovers back in the middle. So it's like...
Once again, better improvement with red dot, in my opinion. Everything, again, is vertical, right? You're so...
Yeah. That was
for being first, like being first day on a dot, well done.
Yeah, not bad. I mean, I shoot a mag here, a mag there on dots, but I've never done like a training session like this extensive.
No.
This was, like I said earlier, easily the best argument for a dot over irons.
Okay.
Like that was.
Why do you think that? Is it easier for you to track the dot to see what it's doing for your eyes, or?
Irons, sometimes I feel like since you're not target focused, you start to up the cadence a little bit because you can't really see. When I'm shooting irons, I'm like, Jesus, take the wheel, and then I'm gonna go look at the racetrack at the end.
Sure.
You know what I mean? This, I can see as I'm shooting. Like it's not obstructed for me. Okay. I don't know. So I'm getting a live feedback when I'm shooting dot. Where on irons, it's like I don't really know what the fuck happened until I go up and examine the target.
That's fair.
You know what I mean? So that live feedback is helping. I think that throughout this range session, my grip's gotten better. Yeah. And I've had a better recoil control.
Agreed.
And I think people notice that in the content too.
I think if you take away their flyers, as you've gone, it's gradually getting tighter, and it's for fact that, like I said, that you don't shoot a dot mag all the time. This definitely could give you some feedback as a consumer to say, hey, if I bought a red dot, it would only give me a benefit compared to the gun that I have now. This last one is going to be a little bit.
This is the surprise.
This is the prize.
Dual wielded.
All right, so we're going to move the table.
Behind the back.
You're going to move the cameras. You're going to use a piece of cover, the Jeep. You'll be kneeling in the front.
Kneeling in the front of the Jeep.
You'll kneel and shoot your irons gun. Put 6 rounds in the gun on this target. And you put 6 rounds in the gun, kneeling in the same position on this target with the red dot.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to try to see when we push the distance. That's roughly 20 yards, ballpark. You know?
I thought that was more like 175, but
no,
we'll settle with 20.
Let's use big boy math.
Yeah.
And therefore, we'll see if that, about having a red dot increasing lethality at distance, this is what we're going to see in regards to that.
Yeah.
Cool?
Well, and these pants are going to help with that drill because I got all the flexibility and mobility. And so when I'm pieing that corner, dude, these Norwegian mountaineering pants.
How about you just fix the camera as we start shooting? You can kneel, you could stand here, you can do whatever. We're not even using use of cover. We're just standing here and the car is here as a prop. Yep. Okay, it doesn't have to be cover. Don't shoot the Jeep, okay? It just got back from being repaired. Yep. Right?
It looks good too.
Yeah, it looks nice, right? Yep. So again, you're gonna shoot 5 rounds on your left target.
Cool.
Okay, I'm just gonna back up a little bit so I'm at a line of fire.
I mean, I shoot photos like this, so I think this works.
Let it rip.
And did you say anything about cadence? Does cadence matter?
It's 5, at this distance, you're just trying to be accurate, right?
Okay.
So 5 rounds on the left target, the bottom circle. How do you think you did?
It felt nice.
Okay.
But I don't know about the group. Let's go take a look.
How many rounds do you think made it on the target?
I don't like that question.
I'm asked, that's how many of the 5 rounds you just put?
On the target or in the black?
All right, let's do one of each. How many rounds are on the target?
I would say, instinct says 4, but because you're asking the question, I'm going to reassess and say 3.
Okay.
And
of those 3,
I wanted to say 2 in the black, 2 out of 5 on the black.
okay.
But it might be 1 or 0. I don't like your smirk, man. You make me feel like I missed it really bad. Jesus. So were they all low then?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's where irons are sometimes a tough point, because you would have to try to front sight focus and see this at that distance.
Yeah.
That's tough all the way around, right? My eyes are so bad I can't even see a front sight anymore. So again, the new glasses, but the red dot helps me fix that, right?
Yeah.
Because that nearsightedness is what kills me. So we're going to shoot the same thing with a red dot, and this is where a red dot's going to, I think, is going to shine.
Oh, man. I know one of them I completely dove and then pulled, so I threw one low right because
Yep.
But then I think the other ones were better.
Okay.
I see holes in the paper this time.
That's a good sign. Out of the 5 rounds, how many on target?
4.
Okay. Out of the 4, how many in the black?
3, but one is probably pretty close to the black.
Okay. Line breaker.
Not a line breaker, just close.
So only 1 low, that's 2. Okay. So not what you wanted in here, but again, the advantage of red dot.
Yeah, that's perfectly accurate enough for me at that distance.
Oh, that was yeah.
Yeah.
That's somebody in a parking lot shooting some people, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know that I'd ever really feel like I need to tighten that up anymore.
You could, but I mean, it's not so much, that's just more personal standards than anything else. So.
Yeah.